Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Every morning, every afternoon, every evening, when I look over the news, I find a lot of articles concerning Abrego Garcia. Who is Abrego Garcia? Abrego Garcia is that individual who was deported illegally and mistakenly from the United States of America because the US government said that he is a member of MS 13 and he is in a different country right now. So Mr. Abrego Garcia was taken by the Americans and sent into El Salvador, where he is from. I think he's a citizen of El Salvador, and he was in the United States of America illegally. Then he's got a court order not to leave yet, association with MS-13 not. All right. Why am I making this video? I would like to ask you, have you asked yourselves why this particular event is so important to you or should be important to all of us? Since every day, all day, big news, big media is talking about this one individual. Have you thought about why should this be important to me? Why did they decide that this particular event must be important to me? I must know about Abrego Garcia's situation. Now I know you can say, well, that's an infringement in the justice system. Trump is a dictator, his administration, we told you so. All right, would that affect you? Oh, yeah, okay, well. But aren't there many other events in your life that occur at this moment with Abrego Garcia that are really important to you? Really, this is not important for you, I mean, unless you're really involved in it, but I think feeding your children is much more important than that. So you should hear from instance about every day about the economy and how they're going to provide you with something. Is it peace? Not. Then you could hear a lot of things about peace efforts and many other things. How many sexual molestations occur on this country? Do you hear one article every day, all day about that? No. There seems to be not a problem. For some, they think that should not be your problem. How many people die of drug overdose? That's not as important as this individual Abrego Garcia. My point is this for this video. They manufacture and draw your attention to what they think should be important for you. I don't care about this individual. I care. I have many other more important things that I care for. He is somewhere. Some people should care. But this is obsessive. And I would like to disclose to you, I did it on a few occasions here. The first time when this was brought into my attention, and that is the media decides what you should be interested in. Decide your interest. They will push forward and repeatedly bring to your attention certain events, not important, but they want you to feel that those are important, so you don't see what really is important that they will not cover for you. And things that are major events, they will just ignore them. They decided you should not know about it. I learned this from a book that I read when I was about 17 years old. And it was a bad dude who wrote this book. Very bad dude. Very bad dude. His name was... his birthday is coming in 3 days or so. So this bad dude wrote one book, 2 volumes, while he was in a prison for his political views, the putsch. Okay? So then he wrote it over there with his friend, remember, Rudolf Hess, who wrote it for him. And in that one, he said that in Vienna, when he was in Vienna, I mean, don't shoot the messenger. That was a very revealing moment for me reading, regardless if it's a bad dude. If the bad dude gives you a hint, hey, tomorrow these guys are going to start a war not tomorrow, in 48 hours. The guys are going to start a war in, let's say, Iran. And you say, watch it how you invest. And you go and you invest the right way within the next 48 hours. When these guys are going to bomb Iran after 48 hours, you can be a millionaire. Or you can be broke if you don't know the news. So I don't care the guy. Is it true? If it's true, okay, I'm going to do this. So the same with this guy. He said in Vienna, when he lived over there, the newspaper, he realized that they could destroy the character, the reputation of a individual in about a week. And they could create certain kind of heroes or build up certain hyenas. I'm not talking about Garcia being a hyena, don't make that imbecile connection. But they will bring hyenas as being respectable individuals in the society. And he said, how is this possible? Remember, those things happen with the newspapers. Right now we have internet, we have all these things to see the pattern. So let me show you this. Associated Press. Trump's officials' defiance over Abrego Garcia's deportation is shocking, appeals court say. All right, well, you see, Associated Press obviously is for truth and justice. So you see Trump's officials' defiance. Why? Because they want the country to be ruled by judges, not by elected officials, which in the US democracy is just a massage of a wooden leg. That's what it is. They own them anyway. So my point is this. Pay attention and ask yourselves why this Abrego Garcia is more important than the number of sexual abuse that occurred in your county. Why is it more important? When that guy is an illegal guy, so he broke the law in the first place, entered this country illegally. First thing should be, I don't want to hear anything about anything anymore. Right? So now he is in El Salvador, and a Democratic representative from the US Congress went over there to speak with him. Why? Why is this? And they put it in the media. Always think like this. Why is this when you read in the future I remember when I was much younger, it was that, I was not in America, that it was that Cuban kid, Elanzo Malonga. Remember that guy? And I was thinking, I think I was living in Romania at that time. I was thinking, what the hell is going on here? It's one. Oh my God, bring Elano back, people in arms. Oh my God, I was like, and the United States of America had a starving population, homeless, a lot of them. Now, don't talk about that. Why? Elano, what was his name? Elano, what the fuck was? You remember, older Americans remember that. And since then, I think it was like 89, 88, 91, 90, so I can't remember, maybe 90, so I can't remember when it was. A long time, at least 20 years ago. Just put it this way. What the fuck? The same here. Abrego Garcia is more important than homelessness situation, or I don't know, sexual abuse, or drug amphetamine, or the economy, or the unemployment, or the garbage that we eat, or the medication that we get, or the mandates, the vaccine. It's more important than that. Why? You hear every day, all day about this for at least a week. Some news come and go. I don't hear anything about Epstein anymore. Should that be brought up? I mean, you remember the guy who committed suicide in the maximum with cameras, they all slept, everything was like, please, I work in that system. I know how things are. There's no something that happened. Anyway, so this guy, Epstein, nothing. Giselle showed up and she said, I want out. Okay, give us that list. They don't have the list? They have the list. I would be more important to see who's who, what's what. These guys who are still alive, like the Kennedy assassination, are still alive, they don't want that up. Why? We will see the gig. These perverts right there. But no, we have Bill Gates showing up. We have Dershowitz showing up. We have many others who, I don't know, Bill Clinton, respectful guy, Trump and others talking with this guy, or flying to the happy island. Kidding. No, that's not important. It's important. Abrego Garcia. We didn't find the truth yet about the Epstein list. Where is it? Where is it? But Abrego Garcia is the can't drink my coffee without having all these guys telling me about. I guarantee you, when you go to work, you have people, did you hear what happened today with Abrego? I don't give a fuck. Beat it. Oh my God, you're so insensitive. No, I think your brain is so small and your attention span so limited, you don't understand this. You've been by your guys over there. The guys that you, oh my God, by your media, free media, with their politicians, their sponsors, and the university professors, the beautiful Hollywood garbage. You need a, how is that called? When the government of a country becomes tyrannical, it's the duty of the citizens to kiss them, right? Goodbye. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth and be just.